Hey guys, how's it going? Preparing here. So I'm a little bit tired today, and this is no new thing. I've been tired for quite a few days now, as some of you have noticed. Those of you that like to pick on these little things, yes, I have been getting much less sleep in the last few days than I normally get. And the reason that is because I've been busy working on a particular website, which I'm going to talk about today, and give you guys the story behind it. So before I get into the details of the website, you guys can check out if you want to put the link in the description below. But this is how it started. So a couple of weeks ago, I'm just minding my own business, playing the Path of Exiles, enjoying all the good stuff. This is pretty much what I'm doing, the freeze pulsar. So I was having quite a bit of fun, and I get contacted by pretty big guy over at Curse. So Curse is a company that kind of goes all through the internet and does gaming related stuff. They have like different gaming teams on League of Legends, a few things like that. But primarily how I know them is from their work through World of Warcraft, because I was playing World of Warcraft for a very long time, as I mentioned a few videos before. And if you go back to YouTube, you can see that's the case. And I was a huge fan of like MMO Champion, a huge fan of the add-on website that they made with with the Curse add-ons. So really, really good stuff. And it just turned out that the guys over at Curse, they're like hooked on Path of Exile. They're telling me how they wanted to like learn about builds and learn about what kind of stuff they can play, but when they go to the forum, it's a disaster because understandably, in the Path of Exile forums, they're really good because everyone's included. So if someone is really excited about this build that they just found out, even though it objectively is horrible, they have the freedom to post, and people have the right to comment and all the good stuff, and that's great. These guys like to share their builds. I've had some horrible builds as well. Not trying to be above the crowd or anything, but a lot of people just play the game for the first time and find out that ground slime is great, make a guide, or they find out that I don't know, they can kill mobs with frost wall, make a guide, and this results in the issue of kind of like a quality control thing, but which really this factor really affects the guys that are also new to the game that want to go to the website and look up builds. So I've seen builds up there like a 1700 life leap slam build. Stuff like that is just like crazy impossible. And you got these guys who are new at the game trying out these builds and getting absolutely murdered in them. So you kind of need a source that really highlights a lot of the effective builds that happen late game, and that's really what they asked me to help them make. So that's what we've made. We made a website where you guys can check out builds and stuff where there is a certain level of quality control. So the website is, I got it right here, exilepro.com. So if some of you guys are familiar with League of Legends, they set up the League of Legends site, which is League of Legends Pro, LOL Pro. And this website has a similar kind of thought behind it. Obviously with LOL, the guides are much more simplistic to start because people, they want to play those LOL characters. I've never played League of Legends, but I kind of figured it out. The other team bans the character and you have to play something, you don't know what to play, so you just go to this website and figure something out real quick. That's pretty cool, and they really wanted to do that on a similar note with Path of Exile, where the build guides would have a very high level of quality, and people could just see them to understand the mechanics behind effective abilities. So even if they wouldn't use the particular build, they could learn some very valuable information in general for their Path of Exile knowledge base and experience. Now, we don't have that many guides up. It does take quite a bit of time to make one of these because, let's be realistic, I don't have that much time in the day to do anything, aside from streaming, making YouTube videos, and, all the basics like sleep and eating. I have maybe an hour. So, with this involved, I've been going into the sleep bank a little bit, and I'm gonna have to do that a little bit more during the 1 week race that started today. But eventually we're gonna get some more people involved. There are a lot of very good players out there who have very interesting builds that I'm hoping they contribute to the website, and eventually we'll have a huge number of builds up there which all meet a certain level of quality, and I'm going to be really happy pretty soon when the site begins to grow. So right now we only have like 10 or so builds, but they're very good ones. I posted a few that some people have really pestered me about, rightfully so. You know, people are interested in what I'm playing, but for me to you know, present this information takes a lot of time, and because I was doing it anyway, you know, I kind of opted for this choice. A lot of people wanted to know exactly how the freeze pulsar works. I still might make a video about it, but in the meantime you can check that out on the Exile Pro website and see what I have to say about it. It is listed under Shadow. The build does work with a Shadow and a Marauder, but I decided to present it as a Shadow because it's much easier to level at the beginning, and eventually it's the same class. The reason I played it as a Marauder is because you know, if this stuff got boring or if this stuff started to suck, if they nerfed it, I could, you know, have much greater flexibility as a Marauder than I could as a Shadow, because the Chaos Inoculation stuff doesn't really, you know, work for me that much. So when I go on the Shadow, my options are fairly limited. When I go to the Marauder, my options are, you know, fairly broad. That's the idea there. There's a lot of ideas behind the builds that I hope you guys learn about when you know, watching the stream, checking out this new website we got set up, and just playing the game. But that's it for now, guys. I just want to talk about what I've been doing and what you guys can expect, you know, from me from the future, and hopefully from the game itself, you know, in the near future. So hope you guys enjoy the 1 week race. I'm pretty sleep deprived, so I might entertain you guys with some hilarious noob deaths. But for the time being, I'm gonna head over and do that, and hope you guys enjoy it just as much as I will. I'll see you guys tomorrow.